how do you know you slowly start losing your friends? Not because you're a horrible person, but because you are afraid of getting in touch with your friends.
Yeah.
You are afraid of taking time for yourself to excuse me, there's a fly here.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a sign.
Or your
For the
friend,
smelly people.
or your friend come to you and say it's not healthy.
Correct.
Or
So,
they will tell you like this is not you.
correct. So if you have so if you just have, of course, if you just have one friend who's telling you it's not healthy, then maybe not. But if all around you, all your friends, all the people around you telling you that this is not healthy for you, and yeah, so that's the second red flag. The first red flag is if you start finding yourself being afraid to take time out for yourself. I'm not talking about guilt. Okay, if it's self guilt, nobody's telling you, oh, you're bad mom if you take time out for yourself, but you own self feel guilty because sometimes moms do feel guilty.
Yeah,
by themselves now. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like if you try to take care of yourself and then whoever is in your life telling you that is a bad idea and etc. That is actually also gaslighting.
Yeah.
Don't. So that's red flag number one. You start to fear taking time out for yourself, whether it's with your friends or just taking care of yourself. The second red flag is if all the people around you is telling you that this is not healthy for you and that you should leave. And then now you need to make a decision. I have some friends who stay with the husband. Okay, once again, I'm saying this is not gender specific. Just that in my personal experience, my friend is ladies. Okay, so they stay with their husband because of the kids. They want the kids to have a complete family. But then my question to you is, the kids is watching what is going on in the family. They are watching this relationship between you and your husband, and then this is what they learn that they think a normal relationship is like.
Yep.
Then my question to you is it not worse? Do you want your child to grow up and think that this is normal? So if you're in a relationship where the male is toxic and you have sons, the sons will think that this is okay to behave like that to my future girlfriends. If same lah, if let's say you have a daughter, the daughter will think that it's okay to be treated like shit.
Yep.
Okay, by my future husband, by my future boyfriend. So if you don't want this to repeat for your kids, don't think about just a complete family. What kids actually want is not complete family. It actually to kids, of course, it is better in terms of comparison to their school friends and all that. But in the long run, it's not healthier for them. They will learn that it's okay to get other people.
Yeah.
They will learn that it's okay to manipulate other people to get what they want, whether it is actually useful for the other person or not. So it's now your turn, and you have a choice to choose to break out of this cycle by yourself. If you don't, then it becomes your children's problem. So do you just take courage from it?
Yeah.
And then whichever of your friends tell you that you need to leave, you can go to them. They are the ones who will advise you on what is good for you. Versus just like, oh no, you should stay together because of I know we all love our kids now, but at the end, is it short term happiness or you want long term happiness? Which one is it, right? Suddenly talk about such deep things. But anyway, today's topic is quite deep lah.
Yeah.
Gaslighting, gaslighting actually can also come from a place of love, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So my personal experience
You even can gaslighting from even parent to the children.
That's what I'm going to talk about. Okay. My mom has body image issues. Okay. My mom is actually a very, very caring parent. She's those kind that will make sure that we are well fed, that we have everything that we need, and make sure that the environment is conducive for us study. You know, that kind of thing. She's a very, very loving. But she wants the best of us, and she doesn't have that self-awareness that we have now to pass it on. Okay, so she has a body image issues, and because of that, right, the way she talks to us, for example, if we eat more, she will say, but this out of love, she will say like, you eat so much, you really so fat already, you cannot eat so much. You know what I mean? And it comes out from a place of love, but slowly, I took this in, and it became my internal voice to myself. And it's very I am still practicing to not talk to myself like that. But it comes from self-awareness, you see. So now I have a choice. Do I break this cycle or do I continue this? So by being self-aware and listening to myself when I talk to the way I talk to myself, it's a chance for me to break the cycle. Yeah, so that is also another way of gaslighting.
Yeah.
Like sometimes even when we go home for dinner, right? Then we eat, then she's like, you don't eat so many TVs. Because technically TVs are not good for us.
What is that?
Like snacks, like potato chips or whatever, that's actually not good for us, right?
Yeah.
So instead of saying things like, why don't you eat something else that is better for your health? But her focus becomes on the fat part. So then it's still out of love, but then the focus is different because of all this language that we use, right? It seeps in, you see. And then so instead of saying, oh, I should eat this because it's healthier, then I'm like, oh, I should not eat this because it's making me fat. So that's also another way of gaslighting. So that's why as parents the responsibility is very heavy.
I carefully every day what I tell Ava.
Yeah, but because you have self-awareness,
It's very difficult when you have kids.
Especially when I think especially when your emotions are high also.
Yeah.
Especially because people we love are the ones who makes us the angriest lah. Okay.
Yes,
or the most upset. It's the same for everybody. If I don't love that person, I don't care about the person, I am not gonna get upset with the person.
Of course.
Like who are
we
you?
Don't care. Yeah.
Who are you? You're a shrimp, okay?
You're a shrimp.
Or a worm, whatever. But then it's only because people we love, then that's why they make us the most upset. But that is also when we need to watch ourselves. But also when it's the most difficult. So how you do is you self-aware lor. When you feel like you are getting into that space where you know you are not thinking clearly, you need to remove yourself just in case you accidentally gaslight someone else. So you never know.
Yeah. It's not only come from the place of love, also come from a place of control. And the people who lose control the most, right? Especially like you say, family, they will try all sorts of things to. I still remember when I'm young, right? It's like my father will always threatening, but if you do this, I will die for you. Then I let you see.
Oh, that's an emotional, emotional.
You know, after for a while, right? Your brain just say, so when you die, I'm sorry, I say that it's not out of rudeness,
but because you are so tired of it.
Yeah, it's just so like, even my stepmother sometimes she say like, she already her heart is not well, her blood pressure is not good, and then she do that. Then my brother who's same father with me, he out of fear, like he don't dare to leave the house, he cannot go to city to start his life because the mother keeps saying like, you just want the son there, like you to control.
Like if you leave me, I'll die. If you leave me, I'll have a heart attack. How can you be so unfilial?
Or like my relative when I was young, right? They were always like gaslighting me, kind of like, oh, if you don't study, you will be like your mother. You may be a prostitute, or you're going to be.
Even if study, can also become prostitute.
Yeah, it's like, and I was like, now I'm studying, I figure out like, and that's the only thing all these people know. Like they sell you fear. Make you do things.
But actually, Asian parenting a lot of the time is built on fear.
Yeah.
Do you realize that?
Yeah. It's scarcity mindset. It's like, oh, it's so scary. You have to do this. If you don't do this, your life will be like this. Now I do very simple. Eva tell me she don't want to study, right? I say, sure. But if you come to the in front of class and people make fun of you, you cannot complain to me.
Because you chose.
Because you chose to
not study.
You chose to don't study, right? And I say, too bad. If you don't want to study, you should go to the government. Tell them you don't want to study. You don't want to be a Singaporean. And you pay the consequence. So I make her become an adult to think for herself. And I tell her, I said, look, in Vietnam, people want to study, don't have money. And I have no problem. I'm clearly not tell her, I have no problem to pay for all the children in Vietnam education rather than pay for the ungrateful person like you, right? And I told her upfront that. Why I'm saying that? Because it's something like I don't want to gaslighting her. I don't want to tell her like, oh, you don't do this for mommy, I will die for you. I live here, I'm sacrificed for you, and you don't understand. No,
I earn so much money to feed you.
Yeah, and no, I'm not going to do that, right? I will
but
tell.
it is true there are consequences.
I will tell her the consequence.
And then you choose.
Then she choose, right? And then it's come from her. I say, good. Then I will bring back the story. She come home and cry with me. I say, why I have to pay for tuition? Remember on this day you come home and you cry with me and you say that everybody have sticker and you don't have?
Or like the well done sticker kind of thing.
Yeah. And you tell me that you don't want to go to school because your Mandarin is so bad. I say, then I help you. Now I help you. You don't want to study. Then you continue go back to school and then don't
No
have
sticker.
sticker and then don't complain. You
Okay.
complain,
I
I want
know.
to, you know, so it's like I'm not. I can see it's like you still have to discipline the child. Don't get me wrong, you know. Yeah, you can play as much as you want, but at the same time, you need to make sure like they study certain thing that is need for them. If she in Vietnam, there a different story. She in Singapore, she have to follow Singapore system, you know. And if I don't let her follow here, then she suffer in class.
She will suffer later lah. But it's quite, but like you say, you told her the consequences.
Yes.
Like if you do,
And she experienced that before, and that's the best part.
also
Like you need to let them.
Remembers.
Yeah, you need to let them taste it first.
She remembers the pain.
She
It's like, how
remember.
do you stop them from touching something hot?
Yeah.
You let them touch something not so hot,
Yeah.
but a bit hot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it actually hurts.
Yeah.
So it's going to be worse.
Yeah, and it's not one time, like few times. So that's why she remembered that
The pain.
She remember how that's feeling, and then I tell her the consequences. I say, I'm very simple. If I don't pay tomorrow, the teacher not come, no problem. You know?
Yeah.
I save some money for me. You know, it's not a big deal for me. Even cost money for me to bring somebody to teach you. But now you need to know your consequence. And most of parents they don't give the kid the big picture because they come out of I don't know. I feel it's from the ego. Like we want to make a picture of a perfect parent for the kid or something. You know, you don't want to make the kid feel like, oh, you have a difficulty in life or something. I don't agree with that. For me personally, I feel like tell the truth with compassion. You don't tell for them to understand. You tell for them to aware that
This is the result.
this is a result. You in this situation, I in this situation, we in this situation together. Let's make it work as a team. That's it. She may say no, I don't want to involve with you, but at least you did share with her.
This is the result.
Yeah, and I know it's tough to honest with kids sometimes.
Yeah.
Because